Hi, I'm Maria, and I'd love to share a bit about my family with you. I come from what you'd call a nuclear family. It's just my parents, my younger brother, and me. We've always been really close, and I'm so grateful for that. Beyond my immediate family, I have a large extended family with cousins, aunts, and uncles all over the country. I don't see them often, but whenever there's a big family gathering, it's always special. Some of these relatives, like my cousins, are what you'd call distant relatives, but we still share a bond even if we're not that close. Speaking of close, my immediate family, my parents and my brother, have always been my rock. We're a close-knit family, and growing up in such a loving family has shaped who I am today. I can't imagine life without them. My brother and I have an especially strong bond. We don't just share blood, we share a friendship that I value more than anything. My father comes from a very respectable family, which I've always been proud of. He taught us the importance of being kind and generous, traits that were passed down from his parents. I feel lucky to have such strong family roots. Unfortunately, not all of my family has had it easy. My aunt, for instance, had an estranged husband for years. They lived apart and had a really difficult relationship. It eventually led to a bitter divorce. It was hard on her, and even harder on their kids who ended up coming from what we call a broken home. Watching my cousins go through that made me appreciate my own stable upbringing even more. Speaking of stability, my husband Jason and I have worked hard to build a stable home for ourselves. Jason's background is quite different from mine. He grew up in a deprived home where his family struggled financially. But that upbringing taught him resilience, and together we've created a life we're both proud of. Then there's my Uncle Alex. He's a confirmed bachelor, never married, and doesn't seem to have any interest in doing so. He loves his independence, and honestly, it suits him. I think we all have that one family member, right? Finally, I can't talk about my family without mentioning my grandmother. She still talks about her late husband, my grandfather, like he's right there beside her. He passed away several years ago, but the love they shared is still very much alive in her stories. It's a beautiful reminder of what real love looks like. So, that's my family in a nutshell. We're not perfect, but we're strong, we're loving, and we're always there for each other. I wouldn't have it any other way.